Well, we're back. Thank you everybody for your support and your fight in the comment section. That's the thing that makes us here. We're on the underground of YouTube, man. That's the thing. So most of the videos in this channel, if not all of them, are in Portuguese, English, and only in Brazilian Portuguese, not in English. But I'm trying to make some of them in English because I have plans for the future where I'll show you how Brazilian people can speak in English, without taking 5 years of lessons to be unable to do something like it. So like this, Well, while in the other hand, I by myself made it, but not without support and not without tips. Let's say I used the right tinkering for it, trial and error. So I went to studying English by myself and I ended in here. So people ask me, can you do that? That's a nice proof. I can speak about some topics and I think I can help people do so, and that's my point. I think that will become enough proof of my claim. So this video is focused on, I think, non-being. Coming home today, I was thinking about education and things like that, and I came across a word that made me think, and the word was unlearning. To unlearn things. And I think that's something that's passing through my whole life, my studying life, I don't say academic life because I don't have such a thing, but studying life, everyone that tries really hard to understand things and the world and the feelings and the life tries to study things in a profoundly manner, in a manner that transforms itself in the world. So I started to came across the idea, I think I will talk futurely about this change of paradigm, this change of thinking, where you go from a rationalist point of view to more incarnated point of view. The flip from Descartes to Merleau-Ponty, or from rationalism to phenomenology, that jump. Merleau-Ponty is not the best example, but from, let's say, from classical philosophy, not classical philosophy, modern rationalist philosophy to a guy like Heidegger, but I don't like that enough of Heidegger because the fact that he supported the Nazis showed that he didn't clearly understand all things, or the right way of think the things he was saying, and even Merleau-Ponty, is a deep, profound philosophical work, but that's not like, common people like us need philosophy, The academics need to read Merleau-Ponty, I think. We can also, but our way must be another one, And I was talking about unlearn things, And that's something that I think we lack in our culture. Not the unlearn thing, but the paradox. Because let's start with a statement, shall we? The paradox is inherent to reality. What I mean by that? That things in reality don't work like in formal logic. And the statement itself still presumes a formal logic to encompass the world. But it will not. We can't do that. I'll say that and I'll keep saying it. Fields like physics and chemistry, and there are horizon of events in both of them. In biology, we can even say that, You go to a doctor, the doctor say to you, take this medication, the doctor don't even know how it works, but it works. If you read the prescription of a pill or something, you will see that there are effects of it that they don't know why it happened. They don't know how it happened. So they claim they are, great scientists, but they are more like engineers, Can work or not? Well, how it's working? Man, it's working, People are not dying, people are getting cured, And that sometimes It's the opposite. Oh, people are getting killed, people are getting treated. But it's not what's happening. We're not claiming negationism, not sort of these things, you know. The point is, there is a horizon of events, of certainty in epistemology. That's the thing. No, I'm making a philosophical claim. I'm not saying don't take Vex. No, that's a whole different thing. And even Vex has a good point, because, you know, if it was that bad, you know, like Nassim Taleb proposed on his channel, you know, oh, the effects, the side effects, you know, where is all these side effects, you know? Oh, maybe in these echo chambers of, you know, some sort of conspiracy theory, but not, where are they? They're not there, no. But there are medications now in the market that are doing that. No, not Vex. You know, the point is you're getting the wrong enemy. There is enemies, but you're getting the wrong enemy. So the point is, the paradox is inherent to reality. So, and that's something that religion explore very, very likely. Religion explore those things in a very, very good manner, especially the Orientalized religions. What is also a problem, because, you know, the what do you think about that? Well, you're talking about Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism. You know, you're making the East, you know, religions, and the West religions. You know, Christianity and maybe Judaism, and maybe Islam. But, you know, Islam is also from the Near East. What is also wrong? Near from where? But in its roots, all those religions came from that place. And the point is not the place. The place is not the source. The source is what are the things that religion are dealing with it. And maybe Christianity, especially after the modern age, start to rationalize itself in all its branches. So Catholicism, Protestantism, and so on. And sometimes the Orthodox Church tries to keep these principles. And what principles we're talking about? The principles that try to deal and dwell in reality. And what is to deal and dwell in reality? Well, if you think in Neoplatonic terms, you know, or you can think in Neoplatonic terms, the more abstract terms, in classical terms, or you're trying to talk about the pure relationship with reality. You know, what reality how reality is against you, not like a person that's trying to go at you, but how it reacts to you when you face it. You can think, you know, there's a principle of being and a non-being, the principle to create and the principle to destroy. Things come to reality, things go from reality. You don't need no metaphysics for it. That's how things happen. And Jonathan Pajot made a claim that I found profoundly true. People who are woke and anti-woke, who are fighting on the internet for, you know, there are too much women characters in movies, you know, but you are some sexists who don't want womanly movies. They are both wrong. They are both trying to portray the great hero, the hero of the things done, the hero who does things, the hero who crushes the enemy, the hero who wins, but through action and through marvelous actions. I don't care if it's a woman or it's a man. I want to know, where is the hero who wins through non-action, who wins through silence, who wins through calmly strategy. That's the Trojan horse, man. That's the Trojan horse. Winning to deceit. Winning through a gift to paradox. Where is it? And some people claim that this is the feminine archetype, which has nothing to do with literal woman. It's just a way to portray things. But, you know, you can think in Neoplatonic terms, but in pure relationship with reality terms. And I like the pure relationship with reality terms because, you know, I don't know if that's exactly the best way to talk about, you know, it can convey the information, but, you know, can mislead you. So, well, we are neglecting silence, the in-between space, the states that can't be defined, the transformation that happens that we don't know. Where is it? We could call it serendipity or chaos or chance. That thing happened. And that's not beautiful ideas, you know. Penicillin was discovered by accident. Velcro, radiation, microwaves. People were not looking for those things. Coca-Cola was not a brand of soda. It was trying to sell medication. And then, you know, let's sell soda. The point is, there is an aspect of reality that it's explored by religion. You know, it's not I that live, it's Christ that lives in me. You know, who is dying for something else to live with me? You know, and some people can say, rationalize, you know, well, Paul means this, you know, these are the 10 propositions of Christ that must live in you, so you can make Christ live in you. You can reduce the logos to 10 propositions? That's your claim? Maybe you are bold or stupid enough to say something, but I can't do that. It's more mysterious than we can say. That's the proposition that there's something even bigger than me that I can capture. That's pure reality. And that's the non-being Buddhism. That's I think the Yang in Taoism. I'm not an expert, but you know the black part of the circle? No. Non-being, not understanding, unlearning, the non-time. People think of time as past, present, and future. I'll make a future video about it because of a friend of mine that's talking about it, you know. The experience of time sometimes can be made like that way, you know. The principle of understanding. There's a past, a before, a present, now, and a future before. Well, let's say you find your enemy in the streets, you know. Where is the past, present, and future? Because at the same time, you remember what they did to you, you are there facing him, and now you think what will happen. Everything at the same time. And I'm not saying that we should live at that moment every time. But as the problem with movies and hero movies today, I think that we neglect this part. The part that we can understand, the part that we can say. And the funny thing is, you know, I didn't say a thing about it. Or maybe I tried. I circumambulated. I walk, you know, by the side but not inside. Because at the moment I talk inside, I'm at the part of being that talks about things that I can know. And you know, escape from me. It's the I-thou thing, you know. When I start to talk about me, the moment I start to talk about me, I made a thou. I'm talking about me. Me is that. But now, the me is talking about another thing that I call me. It's a thou, a you. But where is the me? Oh, let's try to change. Talking about me. No. There's a me talking about you. The point is, reality is bigger than us. And that aspect of reality that's bigger than us is neglected. And I'm not the master of understanding it. I am not the master of understanding. But I care about it. When I see that I'm neglecting it, I get mad because it's not like I'm neglecting a concept, a proposition, a scientific fact about reality. I'm neglecting my relationship with myself, others, and the world. I'm neglecting a part of my relationship with being, a relationship with being that all religions have understand. And they try through their practices to make you dwell in it. And that's my point. And that's what I'm trying to convey right here. I hope you guys get it. And as I say, there's a motto in this channel, in the Portuguese videos, that is called If I'm seeing wrong, if maybe I'm wrong, or if you think I'm wrong, that's because I'm probably am. And that's the example. The learned ignorance of a theologian that I can't remember the name right now. It's not a cynic in the modern way to say, oh, I don't know anything. No. It's just, I can say things about reality with property, but that will not, never, ever encapsulate our reality. Peace out.